Hello, welcome in, welcome in. How y'all guys doing? Hello, Joshua, the first one, and again, Lawless. How are you, my brother? How are you, first of all? How are you? The last time I saw you live, it's a lot of crap going on, and I don't want to go into deep because I don't know too much about it, but I hope you are feeling very well after this. I hope you are, everything is good and well with your family and yourself. How are you, Joshua? How's you and the family? How is everything? Oh my God. Can y'all hear me? Um, I got a title up there. I don't know. To me, I was just thinking about this because I seen lately a lot of my supporters and YouTubers that I watch. They've been talking about relationships, and we just had a great live the other day on Matt channel about sex. You know, Thirsty Thursday, and I was just on her TV. I don't know how to say his channel yet, but Hassan live, and we was talking about relationships again, and a lot of things people were saying was good, like good topics, good statements, and stuff like that. And the main question was, what would be the last question was, what would be your final line of a relationship to end, no matter how long it has been? And I said cheating. I said cheating is my red line of saying I'm walking away from a relationship because I'm so afraid of catching a STD. And a gentleman was saying that, you know what, we really don't talk about that. We talk about leading and all this other stuff and what men should be doing, what women should be doing. That's one thing we don't talk about is the STD part. And I agree. Because no matter how much sex we talk about, no matter how much relationships we talk about, but we never talk about, everyone just say, oh, a condom. You know what I'm saying? You know, but a condom doesn't keep you from getting it. It'll prevent you. That don't stop your partner from carrying anything. Your partner, you can have a condom and your partner still could be carrying something. And then once y'all finally get into it's time to take the condom off, and then y'all wind up laying down with each other, what happens then? Boom, you done got something. So my mindset is like the next relationship I ever get into, the first thing gonna be out my mouth is let's go to the doctor first. Let's go get checked up. Cause no condom or condom, I need to make sure that you are healthy, and I need to make sure that I am healthy for you, and you know that. And dealing in a lot of relationships that I dealt with, I'm not gonna give it a sexist situation. I just know a lot of guys, they flow with the females, or a lot of guys do not have condoms. If you don't say condom, they will be like, okay, no condom. A lot of guys, and they would say shit like, you know what? I don't think about it. If the female don't say nothing, I'm not saying nothing. And this is where you have a lot of get backs. Like if y'all know what get backs is when people get all right. Someone done caught a STD from some random person, and they get back by giving it to somebody else because they're mad that they have it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do that. It doesn't matter what STD. I don't want to put that type of brand on a STD, but you know, if you go, you do your research, and you hear it a lot, they do it, and they get they get back because they was angry, or you have a lot of people. Don't forget the thumbs up, guys. Or you have a lot of people, you know, they won't even be going to the doctor, and they know they have an STD, and they will pass it to whatever partner. I'm not gonna give it a sex, you know what I'm saying? Because both sides are trifling at the end of the day. Even though us females say, oh, the guy gave it to us and it was, you know, he gave me an STD, but it was also your responsibility to protect yourself. And the same go for the men. And as us women that carry it, we give it, and men carry it and they give it. It's, to me, it's no who got it more. It's just period the fact that this is what's actually going around. So my number one question is, do you ask to get an exam, or you think that condoms is the answer of everything of protecting yourself from a STD? So I know how I'm being. I just not just, but I ended out of a relationship because my partner cheated on me. And the first thing I did, and I've been with this person for 14 years and more. And the first thing I did when I knew he cheated on me, I said, one, it was over. And the first thing I did was run to the doctor, because I don't know what kind of person he's sleeping with. And when I ran into the person, that person looked at very trifling, because that person knew he had a partner that he been with, and he's still with his partner, and he's sleeping with his partner, and that person was okay and said, hey, you know what I'm saying, we could have a threesome, or I'm okay with it. It's your man, not mine. I'm just here for the fun. So, you know what I'm saying? I look at it too, like, if she's like that, who she's sleeping with and ain't taking her serious, then down the line, so forth, so on. So it's like, I'm running it to the doctor. I don't know before my health start declining, before it's a little too late. I don't believe a condom saves everything. I'm not a promiscuous. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm not a woman that sleeps around. I never been, and I never have been. And I'm not gonna start now. And as a kid, I took a STD very strongly. When anytime I was ready to sleep with somebody, we both went to the doctor. We both went to Planned Parenthood. We was allowed to that Planned Parenthood was allowing children to go to the doctor without their parents' consent, because they wanted children to be safe and stop early pregnancies and STDs to be passed down. So they created Planned Parenthood. It was affordable for the poor, and it was able for young children to go there without their parents knowing. So I will always take my partner to Planned Parenthood. Even when I had a pregnancy scare at a young age, but I really didn't. I thought I could. The condom broke, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" And he didn't tell me the condom broke. I found out when I used the restroom. So the first thing I did was run to the Planned Parenthood and say, "Look, oh, such and such and such," and there I was introduced to the Plan B pill at the age of 19. So, and was my partner weirded out because I asked him to go get exam? No, because he was Muslim, and he understood that we both was young. He was Muslim, and he didn't want no kids, nor did he want it a STD. So I could count my partners on my hands. So every partner I had, we went and got an exam. So it was never, I never had a partner to say, "Oh no, I don't want to go get an exam." This, I never had a partner do that. Never. So, um, So my question is everybody being safe around it? And I know majority of my supporters, they married, they in relationships. I'm talking to the single ones. Even if the ones that are married, are you sure that your partner is being faithful to you? Are you checking yourself out? Because I also had a statement said, well, if my partner's clean, I'm clean. If I don't got nothing, they don't got nothing. Hey, let me tell you, you're wrong. Because there is a cancerous STD out there that will attack a woman's uterus, and you will not have no symptoms, no signs until you get a blood work done, and boom, you have uh cancer of the uterus. So you will not know you have that until your health start declining and all that stuff. So I always been scared of STDs. I'm sorry to tell everybody. People don't think about this. People don't. A lot of people don't think about it. The statement was, I said, "Oh, the next. Would you ask your partner before you have sex for a STD exam?" They said that's not realistic. That's not gonna happen. Well, then that's not realistic that you're gonna lay down with me and we're gonna have a sex life. I don't care of being alone. I don't care of never having a partner. I don't care because there's so much. I just seen somebody on freaking YouTube crying on there and said someone gave her a STD. And she didn't tell us what STD, but she's crying and she said, "This is going to change my life forever." Either that is the big AID or the HERP, because those is uncurable. Those are the uncurable. We looking at the big ones. The little, the non-less one is to think about the HPV. No one, everyone's looking out for AID. No, the ones that you would not think would change your life is the ones you got to worry about. There's a STD out there that there is no cure for you to get. I don't care how much antibiotic pills you take. I don't care how much whatever you gonna take, organic medicine. There's no cure unless you're gonna do what Left Eye did and find a cure that kind of way. But majority of the culture is not gonna do that. So that's my thing. Like that's my little worries right there. Like condom or a STD exam. Well, for my life's sake and me to live a long lasting life, I would say the exam. And it don't have to be an ST exam. It can be a full body exam. What hurts? Go to the doctor real quick. If this is so much important, if you really want to do this, let's go to the doctor. If you don't want to go to the doctor, so be it. Then we don't gotta sleep. There's so much fish in the sea that you don't gotta check yourself out and go to the doctor. I am very, very nervous about STDs. I don't care what nobody say. I've been like that since I was a kid. I'm gonna always be like that. Because I don't want nobody shortening my life. I don't want nobody giving me something I gotta keep worrying about. And I wanna live long enough for my kids and be here for my children. And a lot of people don't think about that. And that's deep. We having all these conversations, all these this, all these that. But nobody's educating nobody on STD, and no one's gonna say on national on YouTube, "Oh, I got a STD," or "Oh, this and that." But you got them doing it now. They up here crying. I surprising. I don't even know why they doing that. That's surprising, but it's a young lady. She done caught the how can I call it without being striped on YouTube? AID, and she's recording every part of her life. She don't know how she caught it. She don't know when she caught it. She just know that she caught it. And she's thinking it was from a tattoo. She thinking it was from um couple of guys she slept with. You know what I'm saying? She don't know how she caught it. And that's crazy. How many people, and then she can't even, I don't even think she went back to those guys and say, hey, I got this, check yourself out. I don't think she did any of that. Thank you for them thumbs up, guys. So if you look, it's a trend now that people are on YouTube saying they caught herpes. They're living with herpes because somebody randomly give it to them. Oh, I can't say that. I don't know what to call it. The H, and the A, and they're living with it every day, and they're saying that they randomly got it from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Some of them might be skits, some of them not. But to just watch the skit and say, oh, I done caught this from somebody that I slept with. This young lady, her man walked in on her and told her he got the A. And the first thing she did was, she was like, no. She was like, puzzled, like, what? And the first thing she did was she jumped on the phone to call the next partner, the one, the next partner. And I'm like, and if the partner sleep, then the next side piece is sleeping with, no, they the side piece. Oh my gosh, they gotta talk to their main person or their next side piece. This goes deep. I refuse to put my body out there for somebody to expose me to something that I don't. That's the first thing that goes through my mind when it's fuck everything else. Excuse my language. Fuck love. Fuck trying to get to know you. Forget all that. Let's go to the doctor. Look, what's wrong with that? Matter of fact, you don't need to go to the doctor by yourself. There's a free clinic that we both can go together. Let's do this as a team. How about that? It ain't that serious to lay down with somebody. It's more enjoyable doing it smart. It's more enjoyable by being smart about it. And I'm not the type of person to sleep around with more than one person. I never did that in my life. I never, if my man cheated, I'm gonna go sleep with the net. No, I never did that. Nope. I'm a one person gal, and I'm talking about long term relationships. I'm talking about 10 years down in relationships. Anytime I have any of these conversations, we're talking about 10-year and more. Not saying 5-year, 2-year ain't nothing, but I'm talking about how deep it is, like 10-year and more relationships. I don't I don't educate on one night stands. I don't educate on late nights or booty calls or side pieces. I don't educate on that. I mean, I'm not educating, but I don't talk about relationships like that. I talk about long term marriage, 10 years. I'm gonna get married to this person. I'm a one person lover. You know what I'm saying? That's what I talk about. You know? So it's like anything, if it's about sex, it's about concerns, it's about anything. I'm talking about that. I'm not understanding side pieces. I don't talk about that. Will never understand it. Don't get it. I just think it's really trifling. Definitely for the person that don't know that their partner is doing that, and there's someone that's willing to say, all right, it's up to you to be faithful to your partner, not me. So I'm just here for the ride. I don't agree with that. Nor do I say it's their fault, but it's your partner fault. Still, I don't agree with that. So my thing is, I'm gonna ask. A lot of my supporters are married. A lot of them is married. But my thing is, I'm going to say you better ask for an exam. I'm older. I'm not a kid anymore. I don't care if I'm gonna be alone forever. I don't care. I don't care if I will never find that person. I don't care if somebody gonna find me weird. What I will say is I am free of anything evading my body that I don't want there. Um, and I feel sorry for anybody who wound up getting something from somebody. Like the gentleman said, that's not the end of the road. But again, who wants to live with this kind of crisis going on with their body? Who wants to deal with that? Who wants to deal with somebody being trifling with their body, and there you go invading my body with it because you choosing not to tell me? I don't knock nobody who shares their record of health with the person that they are sleeping with. I don't knock them. That's perfect. That's fine. I believe you are supposed to do that 100%. So, anybody that you sleep with, please tell them, show them your health record. Show them. Because even down, guys, y'all don't know, even kissing somebody who has gingivitis or gum disease, when you kiss them, you get their gingivitis too. That spreads in your mouth. That's bacteria. Do you get what I'm saying? If the person's not keeping themselves clean, like, no, I need a clean bill of health. A clean bill of health. Get what I'm saying? What is so wrong? That's what you get taking your time in relationships. You take your time with relationships. You get to know the person. You say, hey, let's go to the doctor. If they find that weird, something weird about them. If they find that you want to just be safe, I don't take your word for it. Thank you for the 7 thumbs up, guys. I don't take your word for it. I'm not taking your word for it. I'm not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not taking your word for it. Because if you see right now, there's a trend going on YouTube or TikTok or Snapchat or I don't know. I don't have TikTok or Snapchat, but I see it on YouTube and people are on TV saying, on there saying they caught a STD from someone they slept with that didn't tell them. One young lady, she said that she caught a thank God she didn't, but she wound up. I don't know if she slept with him or not slept with him. She said she was a. No, she said she was sleeping with him, and something told her to stop, and she stopped, and they broke up, and he wound up leaving and sleeping with more other people, and wound up catching the A and passing away. And she was grateful that she had stopped because that could have been her life. That could have been her. And I commend those who are living with those things and they're helping, they taking care of their health and they living. Condolence and my respect to you. I'm not knocking nobody's the health. I'm not doing that. What I will say is I am concerned about, are we out here just laying it down with people, or are we thinking that condoms is just it? We just think condoms is just it? No, I don't think condoms is not just it. I'm sorry. So are we going to clubs, having one night stands, sneaky links, and you not worried about if they're sleeping with somebody else or how many people you sleeping with? And someone said, "Oh, I don't worry about the bodies um, because that like I don't. It doesn't matter how many bodies." All right, I'm not asking you how many people you slept with, but I will ask you your health. Like, let's go to the doctor. Since I can't ask you how many people you slept with, I'm gonna ask you to go to the doctor. And some people find it so unrealistic. So unrealistic. I don't know how's that not unrealistic. I don't know how's that. I don't knock nobody else's opinion, but How that's what's wrong with the world. We find that so unrealistic that we're not doing it. That's why the STD and these STDs are high. Thank goodness to the Most High that I have not. All the years I lived and was safe, I have not. Thank God. But I did it the right way. When I used to be in school, we had sex education, and they taught us about them things. And they taught us about, protecting ourselves with condoms. And they taught us also, don't be out there doing it. Because this is what you're going to see. If you want to seeing somebody with this on their things, we had a topic of saying, do you want to have sex with the covers on or the covers off? I mean, the lights on, the lights off. I need the lights on when we're doing it. I'm sorry. So I can see everything on your body. I need to make sure I'm looking at what's on you and that you're clear of everything. I'm sorry. I have to see. And then we got the partners that's out there that is it doesn't matter what sex you're sleeping with, a ST. Someone said you can't catch the A by mouth. I don't think that's true. I think you can because it's all about blood contact. If that person has a wound in a mouth or in a private area and any open area that you are contact with, you can catch it. I'm sorry. That's any STD. And with the big one, the A, if you have an open cut in your mouth and you and your partner have fellatio, you are going to catch it. You're going to get it. And that's along with any STD. I don't know. I educated myself very much on the only new STD that I learned was the papilloma, or I don't know what it's called, where it you have is the H1 and the H2, and one of them is where you have lumps and bumps on your mouth and your genital areas, and the other one is um it's like it's in the saliva or in the excretions of your body. And if you sleep, men are carriers. Men will not know that they have it. They are carriers, and it will delete out of their body. But what it delete? I'm not sure. I just know that they carriers, and they can pass it to the female and affect the uterus, and it turns into cancer in the uterus. I learned that, and I said, wow. So I've been knew about it, but I didn't know too much. I just was like, cancer is a STD now, guys. The first time I heard that was when a actor went on national wide TV in the news and said that the actor gave him cancer of the throat. And I kept saying, how she gave you cancer of the throat? Cancer not pass like that. You can't pass cancer like that. So he went into details and he said he gave her fellatio and that's how he got it. So, and I said, oh yeah. So I took it as cancer is a STD. But I started getting it broken down from my doctor, and my doctor told me this is what it really means by that. So I said, oh, okay. So now your kids and your daughters have to get a shot so that they do not carry this cancerous STD. So they start getting these shots at um 10 years, 13, 12 years old, or 13, 10, 13. So there's a shot that your children has to take that at 13 years old so that they do not carry this STD cancer disease. For your daughter, so she don't develop it, and for your son, don't carry and pass it. Y'all ain't know that, right? So I'm very up on my STD things. Like I'm very on it. I don't care. Like because You can have a gorgeous, delicious, handsome, pretty female or male in front of you, and there's not gonna say I have an STD. They not. You cannot tell if someone have it or not. All I just know is if you're comfortable just sleeping with a random, and or just going with the flow, or just saying let's do it, you most likely either going to get one or you had one and you just cured that sucker. Because I'm nervous of just doing that. I won't do that. I'm not gonna do it. I won't do it. And I don't understand people who do it. I don't understand how you not scared of thinking like, um, do you got an STD or did you have one? Matter of fact, since that's so weird to ask, let's take our time. Let's get to know each other. And how about we go to the doctor together, me and you? Let's go. Let's go get this exam. Boom. That's so easy. It might not sound normal, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'm sorry to say that. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So for us women, you gotta be careful. Men can affect us and it won't do really much nothing to them, I don't believe. But I know that it will mess up our uterus. And your uterus is done after that. There's no cure, there's no nothing for it. And even if it's a cure, you might have to do that thing that TL, what's her name, Left Eye did, and we still don't know what she did. So, are we willing to find that out? Maybe so. Maybe some people is, some people not. So, you gotta be careful, ladies. These men might look good. These men, it doesn't matter what sex you're sleeping with. It doesn't matter. STD, sexual actions is whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Some people will put a label like, oh, if they're sleeping with this sex, that's what's gonna happen. If we sleep in that sex, that's what's gonna happen. The guy made a good statement. He said that it's not about something. He said it's just being nasty. That's what it's about. People not being um people are not being aware and just sleeping around and not getting themselves checked out. Get what I'm saying? And then remember the A, you can sleep with somebody with the A and won't find out then 10 to 6 years later. Y'all didn't know that either. You can't catch the A right away unless they have the full blown it. Then that's different. Now the A, you might not, you got to get checked up every 6 months just to make sure that it's not, they can catch it early, or yeah, they can catch it early and you can start taking your medicine or stuff like that, or to even catch it, like you're not gonna catch it right away. You're gonna have to, it'll pop up maybe 6 months later, 10 years later. So this is why you got to keep taking your blood work, your exams every year. They got to be an exam. You get what I'm saying? So, and a lot of people don't know that. And then I'm sorry, I'm not being sexist on this, but a lot of men out here, a lot of men, they don't go to the doctor, they don't go to the dentist, they don't go to those things. They don't. They don't. They don't. If I could tell you the things that I've seen and people are okay with it, they don't go to the doctor. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I love my soul too much. I love the Most High. The Most High. I'm listening to the Most. That's what the Most High said. Have no fornication because stuff like this is going to happen. That's why we're not supposed to fornicate. That's why we're not supposed to be out there just laying it down, laying the law down. I can't wait to find my right one. My 14-year relationship was my last, and I believe it's going to be my only. I'm okay with that. Just to be safe. So, y'all guys that's out there starting these new relationships, or females, if you're not sure that your male is being to you only, just get yourself checked out. Keep it Keep it on, keep yourself together. I don't know what's going on, but the chat ain't in it. But that's what I wanted to say because I seen a lot of people talking about relationships. We was just talking about sex in somebody else's panel. Then we was talking about somebody relationships and not people were saying that it depends on the situation. I would stay in a relationship. Some women will stay in a relationship even if they man cheat. Like a lot of times, you know what I'm saying. Like it's better to stay than to leave. If I knew what I knew before, I'm sorry, I'm not staying. Ain't no way in hell am I staying because if you stay, he just gonna keep cheating because he know you ain't going nowhere, and it's not even about that. He gonna keep doing it, and it's gonna get worse. He gonna be cheating worse and worse, and it's gonna get nastier and nastier. And condoms is never the mother freaking answer. They say abstinence is the answer. So I'm leaving. I'm not knocking nobody opinion. I'm not saying you wrong. I'm not saying you right. I'm saying for me, I'm leaving because I don't care. I will leave before you kill me. You killing me softly. Shoot. Mm-mm. And I just thank God that the Most High got me the way I am because I never got one, and I hope that never say never. I hope that I stay the way I am, and I hope that I keep people. I hope I can continue going the way I'm going and keeping myself from not ever getting to that kind of lifestyle. That's all I really want to say on this live because and it's Friday, so we should be chilling, not thinking about this. But it's all right. I just needed to say that because I've seen a lot of lives talking about relationships, and that's just one thing that keep me in my mind. Because even when I was on Mac and them live and I was talking the way I was talking, I'm talking about being in a 10-year and more relationship. I'm talking about being married. That's the things I would do to my partner if I was married or if I was in a long term relationship beyond 10 years. You gonna get that side of me. You gonna get that enjoyment from me. That's what I'm talking about. I think anybody in a relationship should be having that kind of enjoyment when it comes down to sex. You should be enjoying it. You should be loving it. You should be having so much freaking fun. You should be getting it in. Y'all should be exploring so much things, having fun. Never let your sex life die out. Just do you. Go have sex inside of your car. Do that for you. I mean, do that for you. Keep your sex life alive. Your relationship would be a lot better. I'm not gonna say it's gonna keep it together, but I will say it's gonna keep it. It'll keep it popping. I know that. That's the workout. You better keep working out. You better keep moving your body, no matter how old you get, cause your sex life gonna get wilder and wilder. So, and I'm a pervert. I'm a pervert. I'll be a pervert all day because I ain't trying to lay with nobody. I can look, I can flirt, I can talk it, but I ain't laying with nobody until you show me a STD health department chart. So all your people out there, this is Eyes of Art. Eyes is a good topic. It's all about condoms or what did I say? I forgot what the title was about. I don't even know what I put the title. Let me see what the title was about. Condoms or something I said. Or STD exam. I think that's what I said. I picked the exam. I don't want the condom. We can use the condom after we get the exam. Because condoms is to help to have no children, not to stop an STD. That's what condoms is for me. It's preventing me to have children. Yeah, we got birth controls, but birth controls plus a condom can stop having children, unwanted children. It doesn't, to me, stop a STD. Because it doesn't protect the balls, it doesn't protect nothing else. It just protects the semen coming out of the scrotum to enter into the woman. That's how I look at it. And that's what I would use it for. Protection of that. But condoms is not never just the one answer. Dave stated that he had no contact with Shanti throughout the day, which seems I don't even know if my chat is working. He simply woke up and didn't feel the need to check on his wife before going out with the dogs. Welcome in, guys. Thank y'all for coming in. Nothing seemed to add up. In the next clip, you'll notice that Dave went. So I'm gonna end this live. It's Friday. Y'all go out there, have fun, drink it up. I have to work tomorrow, so bedtime. My bedtime is now. I gotta rest my brain and my eyes. I'm tired. I gotta put my kids to bed. Gotta make sure they eating something, and then they go to bed, and then they good. They don't have to go to school. That's a beautiful thing. I ain't gotta wake up. I just wake myself up, get myself ready for work. So me, I'm gonna go to sleep right after this live, and I'm gonna rest myself and get enough sleep so I can get up tomorrow morning. So this is Eyes of Art, guys. See y'all later. Keep it safe out there. I say love, respect, and honor. Love, do everything out of love. Respect one another boundaries and peace and mind and soul. And honor whoever you with. And honor yourself and keep your morals up. So see you later, guys. Bye.